I had a chance to sit down with David J. Neff earlier, whose titles are too numerous to list, but he talked to us about his 2 panels at this year's South by Southwest, and we're going to share them with you now. Dave, you have 2 panels here at South by Southwest. Let's talk about your first one, Real to Reality. What's that all about?
So we got in on the film side of things this year, which is really cool, and we're doing a panel around the nonprofit that I created and am a co-founder in called Lights, Camera, Help. And we organized a panel called Real to Reality. And basically what it is we're looking at how great films can actually move people and make them take action, whether it's to go out and volunteer, whether it's to donate, all kinds of different things that these films that nonprofits are making. And it's us, some of the folks from YouTube, and a couple other people, so it should just be really killer.
And the whole concept of Lights, Camera, Help is that's pretty unique, right?
Yeah, I think so. We're actually the world's first film festival for nonprofit and cause-driven films.
And why is that so important to have a film festival, an outlet for nonprofit and cause-driven films?
Normally, nonprofits are not going to be able to afford submission fees to, any number of festivals that are out there. Whether that's $50 or $150, it's just not in their budget or a good use of their donor money. So we developed this film festival to not only let them submit their films for free, but once they actually make it into the film festival, we actually give a cash prize to the winning films for documentary, for short films, and PSAs. And so we're not only encouraging people to submit their films and get them seen, but also we're giving them a cash incentive.
That's awesome. Okay, so what is the core of your Real to Reality talk? What do you want people to take away from your panel?
I think I want people to realize all the amazing stuff that YouTube's doing out there and enabling people to actually come and put their films on YouTube, giving them a donation button, really actually supporting them when they upload a PSA or a documentary or a trailer. And also I want people to come away with the sense that nonprofits and causes out there are making amazing, amazing films. And not all of them are documentaries. There's narratives, there's PSAs, there's a whole host of films that nonprofits are actually going out and creating. And in my mind, Sean, the video is replacing the brochure when it comes to reaching constituents and people who want to donate.
So you really do think that this is going to be the future of this field?
Oh, 100%. I mean, people, they don't want to read anymore, right? They rather watch a 30-second clip or a 2-minute video and digest the information that way. And I think there's a ton of nonprofits that are either headed that way or need to head that way.
The next panel that you're going to be speaking on, presenting as a part of, is called Crowdsourcing. Finish the rest of that.
It's called Crowdsourcing Innovative Social Change.
You had to think about that. What is the core message of this panel?
The core message of this one is we have some real heavy hitters in the nonprofit sector who are coming together to talk about these amazing case studies of nonprofits that have gone out and crowdsourced things, right? Whether that's voting for the new T-shirt that you then give to people who donate, or, hey, we need 40,000 people to be a flash mob on Facebook to get this grant because they need to see this wave of people on Facebook for us to get a grant. And so we actually went out and did a contest. Send us your best examples, and then we're going to point those out and reward those people as well.
And I mean, this is a kind of a fascinating concept because flash mobs have been around for a long time. And I mean, all of this stuff was possible before, but it seems to me that the changing landscape of media and connection has made this even more possible. Talk about that a little bit.
The amazing thing I think nowadays is the availability of social media tools, and I know at Ridgewood Ingenious Communications we've looked at this a lot as far as saying, how can we help nonprofits that are our clients actually go out and do these contests? Like, is it the dog chasing its tail and nothing ever comes out of it, or are there actionable results? And nowadays we're seeing more and more cases where people crowdsource and actually get really, actionable, hardcore results, whether that's fundraising, whether that's finding volunteers, or whether that's just letting people submit their own videos to a video site, and then all of a sudden, you compile great footage out of this user-generated content.
Now, is there a science to this, or is this something that people feel out as they go along, something that's sort of organic and changes?
There is a science to it behind it. I mean, it's a little bit of art, a little bit of science, right? Which is like the typical wishy-washy answer. But to me, there's definitely some hardcore science behind it because a lot of it has to do with a challenge and setting a goal and setting dates, right? So you have 30 days to save 60 teachers' jobs, or 60 days to save 30 teachers' jobs, and we need this much money in that time, and you guys need to go out and make that happen, and because we've got a matching gift, right? We're giving dollar for dollar for every dollar that you raise. And so there's definitely a bit of a science behind it as well.
There's like a measurable result.
100%.
And who do you want to really reach with this panel?
I think that it's such a new kind of interesting topic. The people we want to reach are people who have never done any crowdsourcing before. People who are like, it's our brand. Oh, we would never let anyone use the logo. Like, we would never put the logo out for someone to design a T-shirt and then have people vote on the best T-shirt. And so I want to reach those people in this panel and say, it's easy. Start small. Have a video contest. Tell your volunteers to shoot the funniest thing that happens at your XYZ event, and then give them all flip cams, and that's a contest that's less than $300, right? So we want those people to just start doing it in 2010 and 2011.
It's great. Thanks for talking to us. How does it feel to be the undisputed king of social media in Austin, Texas?
You have to cut that out. I'll get in trouble. There's a mafia in town, Sean.
Oh, all right.
I don't want to.